What's going on, everybody? Jack here. Welcome to this week's video. Today we've got a full day of eating, still at those low calories because we are in our mini cut, about 8 days in, but we're gonna bump the calories up a little bit. I was at 1,000 before, losing weight way too fast, in my opinion, like a pound a day, which is not sustainable. So we're gonna bump the calories up just a little bit to maybe like 1,400, 1,500. We'll kind of see what the day takes us. But we're changing up our breakfast. We're back with that probably most viral recipe of probably 2020, 2021, the at-home French toast, or the anabolic French toast, whatever you want to call it. So first things first, we're gonna use our egg whites. Again, I've been going through a carton every other day. Add those into our bowl of some sort, about 250 grams, and we'll be using 4 pieces of our Sara Lee whole, white made with whole grain bread. Unfortunately, I'm out of cinnamon, so it's just gonna be egg whites, a little bit of vanilla extract, and then our bread. But nothing too crazy here. We'll get this put together and I'll show you some of my toppings. There we have our French toast. Pretty simple. Cook about maybe 3 to 4 minutes aside, depending on what temperature you want, but that perfect golden brown on top. Next thing, we'll top it with a little bit of our sugar-free syrup, just a touch, and then one of these Greek yogurts. This is the strawberry cheesecake. Like I said before in the last video, these have been phenomenal. They taste so good, so I've been having them just about, 2 or 3 a day at least. So add a little bit of syrup on there. Nothing too crazy. Just enough to get the flavoring, and then we'll scoop out the Greek yogurt as well. Also, I don't know if you guys can see in the background. I'll bring it over real quick. My dad decided to test my patience today, or my willpower, and bring some donuts home after work. So, just to show you guys, these are the donuts he brought home. They have like chocolate, peanut butter. They smell amazing. They look amazing. And he's probably like, oh yeah, I know my son's cutting. I'll bring him donuts and see if I can tempt him. But it's not gonna work, not today. Instead, we have our healthy, anabolic, high protein, low calorie French toast that I will dig into. Oh, I forgot, I average you guys macros. I feel like I forget this a lot. I'm out of practice. Let's see. So, for breakfast, so 250 grams of egg whites, 4 slices of French toast, or 4 slices of bread, the Greek yogurt, 150 grams, as well as about 50 grams of syrup. It is 456 calories for 61 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fat, and 49 grams of protein. This is also be our pre-workout meal. That's why I have the carbs in here with the French toast. And yeah, that's breakfast. But I'm gonna dig into this, and I will actually be working out at home today. So I'm gonna throw the heater on, let it warm up a little bit, which I don't always do, but we got a back day today. So I'll take you guys through my kind of like cutting back day, where I do a little bit less volume, a few less sets, but still have the intensity of any other workout. So I'll see you guys in the garage. And we were out in the garage. I feel like I haven't been in here in a while, but it feels good to be back. Got the heater on, music cranking, nice little warmed up. I will say, all the metal pieces, the bar, the pull-ups is still pretty cold. My hands are definitely feeling it a little bit, but we're gonna warm up, we're gonna power through it. For you guys, go ahead and leave a like down below. We're working out in some adverse conditions, but nonetheless, we're still gonna get a great back day in. Just finished up my first exercise. We had pull-ups, 3 sets, 15 reps. To get that whole back firing, specifically that mid back. Next, we'll do a more lat bias row. It takes a minute to set up because we have the top pulley system, the bottom pulley system, 2 ropes, some D handle attachments, all this craziness. But I'm gonna get that set up and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, we've got our next exercise set up. You guys can see here. So I've got pulley systems. We've got 1 up top and then 1 down below as well. So we've got our weights right here, which attaches up, down, bottom pulley system. And then way down here, you can see it's a straight bar attachment with some D handles to give ourselves a neutral grip. And yeah, it's basically gonna be some neutral grip rows. Unfortunately, I don't have exactly the machine I want to use here, or like an adjustable cable machine. So this is the best we got, but I mean, it's better than nothing. So what we're doing here, focusing on the lats, we'll make sure we keep those elbows nice and tight, neutral grip, shoulders compressed rather than squeezing up and back. We want to make sure those are down, get nice contraction, full extension. You guys will see what I'm talking about as I do the exercise. 3 sets here, about 10 to 12 reps. Just like that, we're moving on. Our next exercise, we're gonna do single arm lat pull downs. So I've got this bench set up here, so we can have a little bit more stability. You guys are on TikTok, JPG, N1 Education, all those guys. So basically have a firm base here, nice support. We're gonna pull our elbows down once again, keep our shoulder depressed, pull through, feel a good stretch. We're gonna do 3 sets, about 10 to 12 each side. Now we're just using the top pulley, pretty easy to set up, and yeah, we'll get into it. Our next exercise and last back exercise of the day is gonna be a 1-arm dumbbell row. Big thing here is note, we're not pulling directly up. That'd be a more rhomboid and mid-back focus. We're gonna focus on the lats today. There's a lot of lats. I kind of have like a lat focused back day and then more of a mid-back and upper traps focused back day. So we're make sure we're pulling at a slight arc. So when we're down here, instead of pulling straight up, we wanna pull kind of back towards our hip and squeeze, nice, easy. You guys will see what I mean. But I like to have one hand for stability. You could do your knee up on the bench as well. Personally, I just like to have a staggered stance. I feel a little better, contraction, more stable this way. Pull, we're gonna do 3 sets. Actually, we'll probably only do 2. My back's already kind of feeling fatigued. I'm a little tired, so we're gonna do 2 sets and 12 to 15 reps. And we're getting 2 sets of biceps, and then we'll be done. That's all we got. I mean, it's a work in progress. I'm not competing anytime soon, but it's just something fun to get better at. And it also gives you a better mind-muscle connection as you kind of get better at posing, flexing different muscle groups. But that's where we're at right now. Now we're gonna head inside, quick protein shake, and then I'll show you guys kind of like my big meal of the day a little bit later. You guys know the deal, post-workout shake, cup of almond milk, scoop of transparent labs protein, code Perez for 10% off. Helps support me, gives you guys a little discount. This is the strawberry cheesecake flavor. I would say it is a close second to milk chocolate, but milk chocolate is still #1 in my book. I'm kind of gonna be testing all of them. I'll keep a list and I'll let you guys know once I've tested like 4 or 5, which is my favorite. But I'm almost done. I actually almost forgot to film this, but it is 130 calories for 24 grams of protein. And then the almond milk has like 1 or 2 grams of protein, but I'll throw the actual macros up on the screen now. I haven't calculated those just quite yet, but cheers. All right, it is time. You guys probably can't even see me because of the shadow. For our big meal of the day, I have 8 ounces of chicken thighs right here, just seasoned with Lowry seasoning. It's like seasoning, salt, paprika, I don't know, a combination of stuff. Tastes really good in my opinion, as well as 1 whole bell pepper chopped up. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this in the air fryer for 12 minutes at 375 degrees. It's kind of making like fajitas. It'll cook the veggies as well as the chicken, and then we'll add it to some rice, add some salsa on top. Keep it low calorie, high protein, all that good stuff. This is definitely my biggest meal of the day, and I'll read all the macros and everything once this is cooked. I got all plated up for you guys. Real quick, this is the rice I'm gonna be using. It is just jasmine minute rice, 240 calories. I am super lazy when it comes to rice, so something I can microwave for a minute is absolutely perfect for me. Gonna throw that in the microwave, and then that's the rice we're gonna have with the chicken and the vegetables. And the chicken and vegetables are done, so we have our bowl right here. Rice, chicken thighs, and then our peppers cut up and now cooked. Next thing we're gonna add is our toppings. We got some pico de gallo, and then 2 types of salsa, very spicy, not so spicy. So we're gonna add these in. Luckily, pico de gallo and salsa are both very low calorie. So this will be about adding maybe 30 calories, but a decent amount of volume and flavor. So we're gonna add some of that. I do not like a lot of spice, so just a little bit of that guy, and then lots of our paste salsa, by far my favorite. Then we'll go ahead and mix all that up. I'll read the macros real quick for this meal. It is 572 calories, a total of 55 grams of carbs, 20 grams of fat, and 50 grams of protein. That is a pretty solid meal if you ask me. Relatively low calorie, but pretty voluminous. And yeah, I'm gonna eat this. This big thing right here is a poker set. Gonna go play poker with some friends. And then I'll have one last meal later tonight. Also, our Diet Coke, of course, 1 a day. I almost always save it for this meal. So we're gonna have that on the side. And our last meal when we get back, I mean, this clip will jump right to it, but it's kind of like a protein mug cake with a little Greek yogurt on top. Pretty decent dessert, high in protein, all that good stuff. But other than that, I'm gonna dig into this. Cheers. Alrighty, we just got back from poker. We walked away with more money than we walked in with, so we'll count that as a win. Next, we've got a protein mug cake to make. It is gonna be super simple. We're using the strawberry cheesecake flavor again. And just an FYI, this is not gonna taste like a strawberry cheesecake. It is literally protein powder, a little bit of almond milk, some baking powder, and some vanilla extract. That is it. No crazy ingredients. It tastes like a protein shake that you put in the microwave pretty much. So what we're gonna do is 1 scoop of protein powder, just like that. We're gonna do a 1/4 cup of milk. Let's see. There we go, 1/4 cup right here. Boom. A splash of vanilla extract, just a touch. A little bit of baking powder just to help it rise, nothing crazy. And then we will also be adding 1 Greek yogurt on top just to give it a little bit of moisture because it's going to be pretty dry. But yeah, then you just take your mixture you have, mix it up real well. It should kind of be like a sludge. We're gonna throw in the microwave 35 seconds tops. Take that bad boy out, top it with your Greek yogurt, and I'll show you guys what the final product looks like. All right, 35 seconds later, we have our protein cake. Kind of looks like that. And we'll top it with, you guessed it, a strawberry cheesecake Greek yogurt. So you're gonna mix that up as well. I just dumped that right on top. A little bit left over. Alrighty. So we'll do the macros for this meal real quick. The macros for this meal, the almond milk, protein, and Greek yogurt, 240 calories, 12 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, and 37 grams of protein. Very high in the protein, bringing our daily total to 1,428 calories, 131 grams of carbs, 33 grams of fat, and 161 grams of protein. We like to see that protein up there. Obviously, very, very low calories. I'll say this again, just like I did in the 1,000 calorie video. I'm doing a 2-week mini cut. I'm in between 1,000 to 1,500. I did 1,000 for the first like 5 to 6 days. Now I've been up in like the 1,300 to 1,500 range. But it's a very short period of time. I'm doing an entire 2-week video about my mini cut. If you have questions about why I did this, want more information about it, whatever it is. And I have gotten a lot of comments on the 1,000 calorie video. Somebody saying like, I don't even get this low in competition prep. And I hope you don't, because when you're in competition prep, you're running on empty. Like you've cut down to what, 4 or 5% body fat. I was probably up at like 15, 16 when I normally sit around 10 to 12. So I had that body fat to play with. I was running on overflowing amount of energy and calories and carbs. And I decided I want to cut really aggressively so I can get right back into a bulk. Instead of doing a month-long cut, I want to do 2 weeks and then spend the 2 weeks that I would be cutting less aggressively, getting right back into a calorie surplus and building more muscle. So I know there's going to be a lot of opinions out there. This is unhealthy. Why do you share this? If you have questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll cover the entire thing or as much as I can in like the 2-week video. For now, it's just a full day of eating. Don't need to get into all those details. But I'm going to go ahead, finish this off, and I'll end it here. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Yes, this is aggressive. No, this is not sustainable. Don't do this if you don't want to. Yeah. What other disclaimers are there? Every disclaimer there are, boom, slapped on there. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.